17. We're happy and proud to be a part of this tournament, and certainly happy to be part of Paradise over here, and certainly looking forward to what we think will be a very competitive, great basketball league.
Questions?
What do you guys think of the arena itself for basketball? What was it like practicing in there?
It's real bright. The lights are bright. Rims feel pretty good. It's a different thing with Nike basketball because we had a chance to work with them in practice. But it's just adjusting to it.
It's an adjustment for me as well because I switched to Adidas balls for a minute, so I've gotten used to those and getting back to Nike balls. It's been kind of weird, like Nadir said, but just a different type of feel because it's in the ballroom as well. It's not a big gym, a big arena like we used to playing in, so we're going to make the adjustment that we have to do.
I think it's great. I think part of the excitement of these tournaments, I think a lot of times are playing in a little bit smaller venues. Like, of course, there is one obviously going on in Maui, and this one, I think it's really cool. I think we'll be amazed just how intense and how loud and what a factor the crowd can be playing in this venue. I think it's a very good venue.
Coach, how would you evaluate talent that's in this field? It seems like there's a few teams that are going to be pretty good this year.
I think there's more than a few. I was looking at Sports Illustrated not too long ago. I don't read a lot, but I was actually reading that. And the fact is that they had us projected to be a high seed. Iowa's projected to be a pretty high seed. Tennessee's projected to be in the tournament. Xavier, I think, was projected to be in the tournament. Villanova's projected to be in the tournament. And I'm forgetting who else. And so, I would think that this is probably as competitive a field as any of the preseason tournaments would be anywhere. So I think the powers that be did a good job of putting together a field that everybody will look at that at the end of the year will be a great RPI type field that I think all teams will get something out of it.
Well, you guys haven't played a lot of teams with size. Going up against Wake Forest, does that kind of provide a challenge with the size that they have?
Well, you're right. We haven't played, I don't think anybody that played two bigs. I'm trying to think, maybe Monroe did, Louisiana Monroe, but they weren't that tall though. They played a traditional 4 and 5. So this will be a little bit different. But one thing about their 4-man, even though he's tall, he can stretch it and shoot it. He just hasn't made a real high percentage yet, but we know he's capable of it. I think it'll be good for us. A lot of times big guys play better against big guys rather than having smaller guys along. Hopefully it'll be good for us.
When Wake was in here, they said that you guys are kind of similar offensively and run a lot of out-of-bounds plays that are essentially the same. Have you noticed a lot of similarities between Wake Forest and your team?
Well, I would say based on what, I've coached against Jeff a few times, because he was at Colorado. Based on what they run on tape so far in their 5 games, I'd say they run some similar things to what we do, without question. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I think in theory it's very similar. A lot of ball screens. They like to spread the floor and drive it. And that's one thing that we really like to do too. So there's some similarities. Out of bounds plays and stuff like that. I imagine there'll be a couple that's the same, but Jeff will say that, but he'll have 3 brand new ones that I've never seen before for tomorrow, so I don't know how that works.
Tarek, what do you thought about Andrew's defense this year and his progression? I know a couple of times he's matched up with a big guy for a couple possessions here or there. He did it against Towson. What do you think about his ability to guard different guys on the floor?
That's just one of the reasons why he's such a high prospect, because his versatility. You're talking about a guy that's 6'8", has length, has size, and athletic ability out this world. That just adds to his potential.
Did Coach mention after the game the other day that put Andrew on the big guy just to show that he was guardable? Did he mention that after the game at all?
after the game?
Oh, against Towson, against Benamon?
Yeah, I'm saying, are you saying, was it a game plan before? Or
No, did he
talk about
mention
it blocking
that
after?
they put Andrew on the big guy to show that he was guardable?
Yeah, he mentioned it to us. It's all a part of it.
Were you excited to be here for the second year in a row coming from Memphis?
Definitely excited to be here again. Chance to do things a little bit different. Have a different type tournament, come out here hopefully with victories.
And Deere, what do you think of playing against a team that likes to run?
It'll be good for us because we like to do the same thing. But, you know, the most important thing is for us to get stops. So we're going to have to try to limit transition with them as much as we can. But at the same time, we still have to make sure that we put pressure on them. So that's what's going to be important.
Tark, from what you know about them, do you think their size is going to be a good challenge for you guys?
Yeah, it's gonna be good for us. It's gonna be a good matchup for us actually. Not so much as a challenge. I know they're a pretty good team, but like Coach said, we haven't played a team with two bigs on the floor yet, so it's gonna be a good opportunity for us just to get a feel for how a game's gonna go like that because we're gonna see teams like that later on in the season, so we have to get used to it.
I assume you like two bigs on the floor at the same time. That's kind of give you a
I go out there and play basketball. Coach tells me what to do, what to go out there and do scout report, and I go out there and play. You know, as long as I'm on the court, it doesn't matter how the team likes to play.
It is a little different though when one of your bigs is used to guarding a guard as opposed to guarding a guy that can post. So it's a little bit different. But a guy like Tariq, I would think that would benefit him as much as anything else. A lot of times to me, like with Joe and Tariq and some of our bigger guys, the guys that give them the most problems sometimes are the littlest guys that are scrappy and acting hands and that kind of stuff. And so I've always thought bigs usually play their best against other big guys.
Have you guys had a chance to walk around there or do anything?
We did a little bit of walking around yesterday, but not too much. I feel today we probably have much more time before we have something going on later on tonight. But we walked around as a team, some of the water slides and stuff like that. So I know guys are pretty excited for that.
They got 4 hours today. So they got from 2 to 6. If we can hurry up and get out of here, they can start walking around.
Any further questions?
Tarek, you mentioned it, but are you extra motivated to get a championship after last year? I mean, have you talked to the team about it?
About coming out here and getting a
Yeah.
championship? Yeah, I've been talking to the guys somewhat about it, but this is a whole new season. To be honest with you, here lately I've been coming to find out, especially Coach been talking to me about it too, about just letting go of the past and just continuing on from here on out. You know, continuing this season out. It's a fresh start, brand new season, new time for me, a new time with a new team that's very talented that can come out of here with a championship. So that's what I'm more focused on.
What's been the biggest difference for you in the philosophies from Memphis and now here at Kent?
The biggest difference in philosophies, just the coaching style. It's a different type of coaching style that I had to get used to. But I think I've been doing a good job, and I'm still getting used to getting in the flow of wearing the Kansas jersey and playing with this great program.
Where is Mr. Wiggins?
Excuse me?
Wiggins,
What about him?
where is he?
He's probably eating.
How does it feel to be playing against a guy that is considered one of the best coming, in college this year? Anyone you guys?
I don't play against him much.
Kyrie, you're one of the
Oh,
players.
okay.
Every day, they were talking about playing against him every day of practice.
Yes. And playing with him on the court.
Playing with him on the court, it's a great thing. It's good for me because he draws a lot of attention, so it kind of opens up the block for me to do my thing. And as well, he's such a great teammate. Like, he's such a humble kid and he's such a great guy off the court. And on the court, he's just so talented that everything about him, all aspects of him, just make our team that much better and that much presentable on the court. So,
Bill, there's a lot of reports this thing is going to be almost all KU fans. I mean, are you expecting an amazing KU atmosphere?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know about that. Almost all. Lee would know better than me, but we've got our fair share down here. I don't know how many. We chartered 4 planes, I think, total, and I'd say at least half the people that came on their own, not by charter. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have close to $2 grand down here for the games.
excited for the pep rally?
We don't participate in community pep rallies. So.
Does it make you feel good that you have all of your fans behind you?
Oh, yeah. You know what, this is what is a little bit strange with our situation. We travel great, we do a lot of fun things, except we never know about it. We don't participate in all that stuff. Everybody has more fun than we have when we go on trips, and so, would you agree with that?
Yes.
So, I'm sure there'll be some things that are going on and stuff that we won't even be privy to.
What kind of fun do you have planned for your 4-hour window today?
Just relaxing, probably just go hit the beach, walk around, sightseeing, and that's about it.
We'll slide, you can do some sliding and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, scared.
Okay, thank you, Coach.